Welcome back, everyone, to another Bloodline video. It is Steve back at it with a PSA reveal. Feels wrong making a PSA reveal without Ryan, but especially since this is majority Pokemon and he knows a heck of a lot more about it than I do. So this will be a pretty quick video. We have 16 cards, 14 Pokemon, 4 baseball cards. Had to capture the thumbnail, which is why the stickers are here. So I'm going to stack this, and I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do some dancery to... on the reveal somehow. Yeah, because not all of them have a sticky note over them. So, first card is a Magikarp illustration rare. Magikarp illustration rare. I had to say that twice. Ryan was giving me a hard time because when I saw him this morning and he handed me the cards, because he picked them up, I'm making the video, he was quizzing me on Pokemon cards or Pokemon names because my name pronunciation has been atrocious apparently. So, Magikarp. And I'm sure he's going to let me know down in the comments. So let me know down in the comments also if I butcher any of these. Ryan's actually submitted 2 of these, and he had high hopes for them. So first, Magikarp came back an 8. Oh, knowing the grades of these, it is not easy. Still not easy to see that. But Magikarp, 8 right there. Let's see if I can get a nice angle for the camera for you right there. Cool looking card. Ryan loves this card. One of his favorite Pokemon, if I remember right. So let's go ahead and see what we have next. We have a Glaceon VMAX. I do remember this card. Beautiful art on it. So let's go ahead and see. You're going to see me do this funky dance, trying to avoid spoiling. Glaceon from Evolving Skies came back a 9. That's disappointing. All right. Here's the other Magikarp. Nice looking card right there. What is it? Oh, PSA 9. Now I know Ryan and I were talking about this when these cards came back from PSA, and he was kind of expecting. I think he said the 8 surprised him because he felt like it was the better looking of the cards and had the best shot at a PSA 10. But in his mind, he saw this as 110, 19. So to come back a 9 and an 8 was disappointing. I will say this. We submitted to PSA about... I think our cards got there roughly a week before they made the change saying, oh, if you want a PSA 10, it's going to be now 55-45 centering where it used to be 60-40 centering. So I think our cards went under the... has to be 45-55 centering, and I think if we could go back in hindsight, that would change. Oh, as I spoiled the Tropicos, that's a PSA 9. Beautiful card. I wasn't paying attention. My fault. But yeah, that happened. So we submitted these cards in right before that change, and I think in hindsight, we would have gone back and probably not submitted a handful of these cards if we knew that change was coming. So Tropicos, another 9. PSA not being kind to us so far. 3 9s and 1 8. So here's a Charizard EX, and that is a 9. Ooh, buddy boy. PSA was not kind to us. Special illustration wear from OBF. Off the top of my head, I don't remember that set, but Ryan, I'm sure, will remind me. Let's see what we have here. A Lugia. This is one of the ones he quizzed me on, and I found it hilarious. But let's see what we have here. Lugia from Silver Tempest. PSA 9. Wow, I forgot how brutal this was. We talked about the grades. Ryan and I have talked about the grades, and I forgot how unkind it was. When are we going to see a 10? Here's a nice Eevee. This is from, I'm trying to peek. This is from, don't remember. But there's another 9. Starting off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 9s and an 8. Ooh, rough. Okay, next card. Moltres. This I'm a little bitter about. And I'll spoil it because it is a 6. And I am baffled, and Ryan is baffled on how in the world this card came back a 6. So I'm going to stop it here for some of you other Pokemon experts. That is some dust there. So that was not a white spot on the border. And how did this get a 6? I don't know. Ryan and I submitted a different card that keeps coming back a 6. I can't think of the card right now. We never revealed it, so I don't remember what other card keeps coming back a 6. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's a 6. I think someone was bitter with us when reviewing, or bitter in general when reviewing our submission. So far, no 10s. Will Sebastian Walcott change this? Top prospect for the Texas Rangers right now. His first Bowman, he does not have first Bowman autos. This was a card hoping to get back a 10 and did not. The downside of the irritating part about this card is I had a gold mojo that we submitted sometime last year, and that card, this orange card looks better than that card, and that card came back a 10 and this one didn't. So if it wasn't for flipping purposes, which some of these cards we flip so we could buy in other cards for our PCs, and some cards we keep, this was one of those that was disappointing. I thought that would have been a 10. Matt Shaw, this is the first Bowman auto with the Cubs, currently not playing the best, but still he's with the big league club last I saw. So Matt Shaw, this kind of looks like a refractor. It is a refractor. It's a numbered card. So this is our first PSA 10. It took us most of the stack before we got our first PSA 10. So super happy we were able to get one. This should be a numbered card. I'm gonna flip it over on the back in a second. Let's first reveal. Let's see if I could do it without spoiling. Nope, spoiled it. Matt Shaw is numbered to 499, so that's a nice card right there. And since I spoiled the Leo DeVries, this is I think, what do they call this? A reptilian? Yeah, it's right there if I read the title. PSA 10 Reptilian, numbered 58 out of 150. Pick that up at one of the more recent Dallas card shows. I know we've talked about this because we talked about the Shota Imanaga. This is a Lava Lamp, 66 out of 85 rookie auto. Came back at 10. So it looks like we're having some luck with the baseball cards, not so much the Pokemon cards. 1, 2, 3. So the Shota was our last baseball card. The rest is going to be Pokemon. Super happy about that. I kind of picked this up for my PC, and it's likely to stay there. But if he's going to be a Cy Young contender year in and year out, I might have to flip this at some point. So let's see what we have here. Oh, the Charizard illustration rare. Really popular card. Really like this card. Hoping it would come back at 10, but it did not. PSA 9. We are 0 on Pokemon cards with no 10s. So not great Pokemon submission for us. What do we have here? We have the Sableye and Tyranitar. This is a nice looking card. It reminds me of Invader Zim. Boom! First PSA 10 Pokemon card for this not very kind submission. Cool looking card there. Like I said, I like the art on it just because that reminds me of Stitch. If you take Lilo and the Stitch from Lilo and Stitch and Invader Zim, old cartoon, not old, well, 20-year-old cartoon. Yeah, that looks like a cross between those two. So what do we have here? Greninja. I think I said that right. That was another one Ryan quizzed me on. Cool art, special illustration rare. PSA 10. So I did not intentionally leave the PSA 10s for last, but apparently that's how it worked out. All right, last card is an Espeon. This is, I believe, the card Ryan said was for his PC and to make sure that it gets returned back to him. Otherwise, I will not hear the end of it. So, Espeon VMAX from Fusion Strike. Boom. PSA 10. So, all in all, we've had... Oh, it's hard to say we've had worse PSA submissions because most of our submissions are 9s and 10s. So we had 5 PSA 10s out of 16. We've had... let's see, what is this? 5, 6, 7. So this is 9 PSA 9s. How does that work out? What's the odds on that? 9? Oh, wait, hold on. That's a 10. So we had 6 out of 10 PSA 10s. 8 were PSA 9s. And then we had a PSA 6, which someone let me know down below how in the world this gets a 6. We've had a couple cards, and I wish for the life of me I can think of the other card that came back a PSA 6 twice. We even cracked it and resubmitted, and it came back a 10. If I can think of that card, I will put a pop-up in the comments or a picture of it. But yeah, So that's our PSA reveal. Thanks everyone for tuning in to this Mailday Monday / PSA reveal. Hopefully everyone has a wonderful week. Till next time, y'all. Catch you later.